guys, so I'm going to be talking about a movie called The Den, and this was recently released on Netflix, though it was made in 2013, and this one's been requested a lot from you guys to do, which I've never heard of this movie before, so I was intrigued. Never watched the trailer or anything, I just kind of jumped right into it after reading the description. So the plot basically is this woman is doing this study on like this website called The Den, and it's basically like a chat roulette type of thing with video, whatever that is. She's applying for this grant to do this study at her school, and she's awarded the grant. That you don't get a lot of information about what exactly her purpose of the study is, although she does explain it a little bit when she does the meeting. It's done in a found footage type of style, so that's why you don't get all the information or all the key points, I guess, which is kind of a cop-out because it's easily explained by just saying, oh well, it's found footage, so really they couldn't put in everything in her life because it's basically just recorded on her computer. Everything is on her webcam desktop. She has like a screen cap type of program where it just records everything she's doing on her desktop or on a laptop or whatever. So that's basically what the whole movie is. I will be talking about spoilers towards the end because it's impossible to really give a full opinion or review about this movie without talking about spoilers, but I will warn you. As she's doing the study, she talks to a bunch of random people. I mean, just a slew of weirdness. Finally, she comes across this one where it's just like a still, and it's there's no video, and they're like, I'm gonna type. So then she comes across this person multiple times, and then finally she witnesses a murder of the girl that's in the still of the picture or whatever, and she doesn't know if it's real because she's been pranked on there before, so she doesn't really know what to do. So she calls the police and shows it to them, and they're just kind of like, well, we can't really do anything. And then what was weird is when they were doing that shot of the police watching the video, and he's like, yeah, it looks real. It's on the computer of the policeman. I don't know if they record everything on their computers as well and just use that in the footage, or I'm not sure. Then she gets her friend Max to do some digging on the username and figure out you know, who this person is, and she goes on the friends list and tries to talk to people, and she gets pranked again, which that prank was really cool. It was Russian roulette, and it was awesome. So then this movie escalates so fast, and it just goes way beyond what it needed to make it a successful movie, in my opinion. And I honestly think towards the end it was trying really hard to be super disturbing or scary or whatever, and honestly the suspense was real. It was there. I felt scared sometimes. Even the first like scene where she gets pranked, I felt scared. So the atmosphere of this movie was very successful in that sense, but generally I feel like at the end it was like, you don't need all this like to make it a good movie. Now I'm gonna get into what exactly happens towards the end of the movie, so if you don't want to know that, if you don't want it to be spoiled, then just stop watching. So we find out at the end that it is actually a website that records all this footage of real events that take place with these people, and random people can watch it online. And so what we have been watching the whole time is actually someone else watching it in real time on their computer, because it was her storyline. I actually didn't mind that fact towards the end, but what I was saying before about how they were trying too hard is towards like middle end. She's in this warehouse with her friends and not in the same room, but she's on webcam. She has this like webcam strapped to her face and she can't take it off, and then she's like freaking out, and it's basically like hostile in a way because there's these rooms where it's just like torture chambers essentially, and they just go around killing everybody, and they record it all and then post it on this website. I didn't think they needed all of that. I thought it could have been successful had they just had the killer in her house or something and gone around killing everyone she loves, because they did do that. They started kidnapping and killing people that she talked to on a regular basis, and so I liked that. But then all of a sudden they're in this warehouse, like in these rooms, and it's like, it's not realistic at all at that point. So I thought it could have been so much better had they left all of that out and didn't, I don't know, it just wasn't realistic how they could capture all of that and never be discovered, and just I don't know. I think they were relying way too much on the fact that people get pranked all the time on these websites, versus them actually getting caught because they were hoping that they could just fall back again on the fact that it's found footage, webcam, it's not real. People aren't gonna think it's real because no one believed her in the beginning that it was real, the murder that she witnessed, because people, like I said, get pranked. So in general, this actually was pretty creepy, so if you're sensitive to horror movies, it would probably scare you. I was just feeling sensitive at the time, but generally this wouldn't be the scariest movie out there, but it's very suspenseful, kind of home invasion found footage style. I mean, it's on Netflix. If you want to give it a try, go ahead and watch it. It's definitely not the best piece of work out there on Netflix, but it was enjoyable. I did enjoy it, and I was curious how it was going to end, although I kind of figured she was going to die at some point once we got into the torture chambers. Let me know your thoughts on this movie down below if you've seen it and why you guys requested it so much for me to watch. Make sure to leave more movie requests for me to do on this channel and what kind of segments you want to see, because I want to please you guys. Leave all that down below. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll talk to you soon. I'm just gonna pull from the pile. First up is Insomnia. This one I have read twice, and it's one of my favorite books from him. It's very, very awesome. It's very supernatural type, almost sci-fi-esque.